I have seen so many young actors, but I still believe, I would say you or Humayun Saeed or Ijaz Aslam.
Who are they?
Sorry?
Who's Humayun and who's Ijaz Aslam? I don't know them.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum, Sat Sri Akal, Namaste, Adab. You're listening to Sign FM 102.6, and I'm your presenter, Ammara Khan, with the show called Asian Rap, where you listen to the music of Asian countries like India and Pakistan. And today, I've got a very special guest on my show, somebody I've been a fan of for years and years, from Arusa to Mere Paas Tum Ho, and he's none other than Adnan Siddiqui, and I would call you as a living legend of Pakistan. Welcome to the show, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, good evening, good morning, whatever time you're going to launch the show. Sat Sri Akal, Namaste. So thank you so much for having me in your show.
So Adnan, you have a huge fan following all over the world, especially in Pakistan. Our drama industry is very well known. People know them. Tell me about your career. How did it started? Were you always planning to be an actor, or it will just happen accidentally?
When you're not expecting anything out of life, you get the best.
Yeah.
So I wasn't expecting anything. I was modeling in those days, and I'm talking about late 80s, okay?
Yeah.
And those were the times where male models were used as props, while the women used to grace the ramp with their beauty and their walk. That's why it's called catwalk.
Yeah.
We were just there as like to support the beauty with the beauty. And then modeling is always a very short-term career. So I thought like then I must give a try. You know, as it goes, like it says in the marketing field, SWOT analysis.
Yeah.
So I went into my opportunities, and my opportunities after acting was, of course, after modeling was acting, or maybe production, and maybe later on opening a school production house, something like that. So the easiest was to get into acting. So that's how I got into acting.
In late 80s, I would say, because I read about it, and even in late 90s when we were growing up, the acting wasn't considered to be as a profession, as a serious profession. Do you think in 1980s, in those times, the acting was a serious profession?
I guess those were the days when acting wasn't taken serious, but the plays, but the dramas, but the content, actors were much more professional, much more substance in a way. They were more loyal to their jobs. Not saying that they're not now, but I feel that those were the times. That's why Pakistan got registered in the world map of drama industry, because of those times.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why, you know, you have to give the credit to those times, whether it was people were taking seriously as in a job, but for sure, all over the world being watched very seriously.
Yeah.
Whether it's Pakistan, whether it's all over the world, whether it's neighboring country. So we are known for our dramas. We are known for our programs, which were launched in the times where there were only one channel.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I wouldn't say that people were not serious. People were not taking seriously. I guess in terms of like earning, it wasn't that great. But in terms of getting the respect, was right on the top. So हर वक्त का कोई अच्छा time होता है, कोई अच्छी चीज होती है, कोई बुरी चीज होती है. So take things as positive in a positive way. So I think I am maybe the product of those times. And that's why I when people say that people never used to take seriously, but then we made it a point that people should take us seriously, and then the new channels came, and it was all over. But I still, it's very nostalgic for me when I talk about those times. I feel that, you know, our plays were much better than now's plays in those times. Maybe technically we are more refined, more productive, but I think actors of those times, plays of those times were much better.
We focus on quantities nowadays rather than quality. I remembered on those times they were very like some of the dramas were of 13 episodes, 20 episodes, maximum 22 episodes. Now sometimes I've seen the dramas, even Pakistani dramas are like 60 episodes, 70 episodes, 80 episodes. So it's like more about commercial purposes that you're losing a story in between to make your episodes more and more to run a show for a longer time on a television.
So time has changed. The drama industry has become more competitive than it was used to be before. It was only one channel then.
Yeah.
And the monopoly was off PTV. And of course, by hook or by crook,
yeah,
you were bound to watch that channel only. So, agar sher anda de bachcha de uski marzi hai. So those were the times. 13 episodes hote, we were happy. Okay, 13. If there were 50 episodes, people were watching. Then 50 episode too. But I never heard of in those times what is TRP versus like target audience points, and it wasn't there. Now it's all about numbers. It's all about what numbers the play, what numbers the show is getting. So this is how you gauge your drama, because the more ads going to come, because people are watching it. That's why the more ads are coming in. When I say 13 or 50 in those times, there were only one channel. So any product has to be launched to advertise was only PTV then. Now there's a competition. So the competition is not about 50 or 60 episodes. Competition is about who's going to bring the best product in the market. And that's why it is like, if it's people are watching it like Tere Bin was a super duper hit drama, and people were saying that why they have done it for like never ending drama, but it was being liked by people. That's why it was getting bigger and bigger, and people wanted to see this play. And that's how it goes. This is, after all, it's a business as well.
Do you think in old times, when you started in 80s, they were more rehearsals before shooting a drama? They were more practice, they were more classes or coaching classes. Now the actors don't have time to rehearse. You can see so many actors, but when you talk about refined actor, still I still believe that people would like an actor who actually is very refined, who is very experienced. This is what I see. Like, I have seen so many young actors, but I still believe I would say you or Humayun Saeed or Ijaz Aslam. I would say these are the actors.
Who are they?
Sorry?
Who's Humayun and who's Ijaz Aslam? I don't know them.
Well, you know them, surely. I know that. Well, everybody knows them. So they are you all are very refined actors. It's like, if anybody can come and give you a script, you know what to do. Today, actors, do you think they lack in those things? Not because they are less talented, it's because they don't have time to practice or to rehearsal.
I differ with your observation over here, and I think that actors of today are much smarter than us.
Yeah.
They're very good with their skills. They know how to deal with the digital world. They know how to deal with their financials. They know they can act as good as anybody can.
Yeah.
And that's why they are proving their mettle in these times where there are a lot of channels. There are very few actors who has marked their ways to the screen.
Yeah.
And I think you just cannot deny the fact that they are talented. That's why they're there. Giving this honor to us that, we can adapt into anything. No, it's not that so easy. Every script is a challenge. I'm just talking about myself. I don't know about others. They're like very talented, but for me, it's not so easy. But I take every role as a challenge. I have to prove my mettle for every role. And as you just said, like doing rehearsals, I'm about to start a new show for which I have keep these mustache. And, they've been after my life for the rehearsals. It's not that people don't call them rehearsals. but I'm not giving the time because, I'm occupied somewhere else as well.
Yeah.
And it's my bad. But the people who are serious with their work, they want to do rehearsals. And people like me is not giving them time, and which is really bad.
Tell me, still going back to Arusa time, how did that, because the drama that actually made you a superstar? Were you expecting that kind of, audience reaction, or you just thought, oh, I might be, get recognized somewhere here or there, but suddenly you became a huge star? How was that?
So I learned one thing out of that. I was modeling for last 3 years before Urusa.
Yeah.
People knew me in spots, not all over Pakistan.
Yeah.
People who were like interested in fashion industry or something like that, they were like known to me, or I was known to them. But when Urusa came, and would you imagine that it was only 13 episodes? And I came in the 6th or 7th episode. And it was just 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5 or 6 episode. I just came in that, just see the power of the media, the television industry, what we call PTV. I only came in 6 or 7 episode, and that was my claim to fame. That made me what I am today.
Yeah.
And I'm just lucky, I guess. I remember was a role of a man called Shariar, who had tough time memorizing his lines. Till date, he's having tough time memorizing his lines.
Well, it doesn't look like you do, such a fantastic job.
That's why we're called actors.
Well, yeah. How have you seen the industry has changed over the time?
In terms of financials, I can, when I was talking about Urusa, I wasn't sure that I'm going to pursue acting or not.
Yeah.
Because, in 4 months, the amount what I received was like peanuts. And it was a blessings in disguise for me, because the first day when I entered PTV,
Yeah.
and I saw one legendary actor in the lounge lying down on the bed sheet, and he has a placard saying that please, I need some money for my health issues.
Yeah.
And all these years, I saw him on the TV as a big star, as a renowned actor, pride of Pakistan, and received so many awards. And to see him like this, I was in a state of shock. What is this?
Yeah.
So it was the very first moment, the first sight of PTV was a reality check for me.
Yeah.
And I decided then only that I will not only going to act. If I want to be an actor, then I have to do something else. So those were the time people were acting and they were working somewhere else too.
Yeah.
And but still, they were amazing actors. I feel really lucky to be the part of that generation where I have rubbed my shoulder with one of the best actors of Pakistan. My first long play, which I did, was Khwabon Ki Zanjeer, and it was Talat Hussain Saab, Mahmood Ali Saab, Zain Taira Sahaba, and I was sharing the screen with them.
Yeah.
So it was a big deal for me. And my first serial, then Maroom Shakil Saab was there, Ghazala Sahaba was there, Ishrat Hashmi was there, Nilofer Basi Aleem, she was there, Mazhar Abbas was there, Mazhar Ali was there. So you just can imagine, Imtiaz Saab was there. Imagine what kind of experience I was getting out of them.
Yeah.
Maybe not consciously, but subconsciously, I was learning a lot from them.
Is it because now you know that this can be a serious profession and there's a lot of money now involved in this profession?
I'm just coming back to that. I'm sorry to cut you there.
No,
Because,
no.
I have this goldfish memory issue as well. So if you're going to
No,
give me.
share it. Yeah.
So just imagine that I did that, and I didn't get any big amount in my pocket, and it wasn't that deep in my pocket as well. But I was satisfied here. Oh, I did something. What did I receive? I became what I am today from the very first serial. That was the power of PTV all over Pakistan. One of the very last serials of PTV era, because the last episode of Urusa was the launching of NTM.
Yeah. I remember
So
that. Yeah.
just imagine that I was one of the luckiest one then. मुझे वो opportunity मिल गई. A. B. What I received was get to know the actors of those times in the same screen in the same times. I learned the times of rehearsals, the times of doing scenes, how they do it, times of being professional, time management, and everything. So I may not earn this, but I got a lot of experience from my first serial. And now, uh, yes, so I couldn't have acted. One of the reasons of actors of those days were not allowed to come in one serial and foreignly दूसरा serial नहीं मिल सकता था. That was the law of PTV. If you have worked in one season of like January, February, March, the other the second quarter, you cannot work. Somebody has to hire you for the third quarter.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, yes, you cannot continuously work because the opportunity should given to all the actors.
Yeah. As you said, it was only one channel, so everybody has to make their channel.
Everybody has to. So that was the times. So people had to have other options of earning money. So that's why people were there. Now, because you can actually work in 6 serials at one time with giving your time 2 days to this channel, 2 days to other production house. That's how you earn a lot of money. And then, of course, even the money has the kind of money, the talent fee has gone really high. It's by any standards is very good. But then you have to understand the times also. उस वक्त डॉलर क्या होगा मुझे नहीं पता because मुझे तो पता भी नहीं था डॉलर होता है क्या चीज है. But I was happy even with that kind of money. But with this kind of money, I'm still not happy. So money is something which makes the mayor go, but it puts you in a lot of trouble as well.
Well, you shared that a lot of things that you learn from the best actors. Actually, you learn from those. You should call them as like your talent of somebody. Like you actually.
That was like on job training, on job university.
Yeah, actually, yeah. And for that reason, you got the you work in a Hollywood as well. You get noticed internationally. How was that experience for you?
A pun intended. I was only noticed in that thing. I could have done it even better there. But again, getting an opportunity is a big deal for me.
Yeah.
I saw Angelina Jolie this close.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt little far than Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
I would rather like to call it like this. And so it was a great deal for me. I mean, have been working with these guys and have worked with these guys rather. So I was lucky.
Do you think that because our industry is recognized all over the world, drama industry, should our media or should our promoters of our country should promote our star a little bit more? Like if you see the neighboring countries, they've got celebrities, but their media make their celebrity into stars. They have team working towards it. I believe that our stars, our actors are very talented, but do they still need an international platform, like big, like to reach to Hollywood. How the competition is nowadays. You still need.
No, I think now, if you see actors from Pakistan, they've been recognized all over the world. I mean, just see Fawad Khan, Mehwish Hayat.
Yeah.
They worked internationally. They have worked in Hollywood as well now. And let's talk about Shamin Obaid Chinoy.
I know. That's amazing, amazing.
He's doing such a great job. Not being a South Asian, but being a
I know,
Pakistani.
that's what I was saying to I was about to say, it's just because how media projected, because our media, like if a neighboring country is saying as a South Asian, it will be everywhere considered as a South Asian. I read that post and I thought that's quite interesting. Actually, it should have been recognized as a Pakistani as well. When you are standing on an international platform, you have talent, you have amazing talent, and you should be recognized as a Pakistani, because I think when I've spoken to so many people over here, they believe that Pakistani dramas are amazing. Their stories are amazing. Their OSTs are amazing. Their screenplays, they are amazing.
So we are like Bollywood films as dramas.
Yes.
And their dramas is our Pakistani
Films.
films.
Yeah.
So you can imagine. So we are by far much better in dramas, in storytelling, in the screenplays.
Even
But
you
I have seen.
have a huge fan following in India as well for your dramas. I mean, I've spoken to so many people when I, put it up on there today that I'm gonna, speak to you soon. I've got so many messages actually across the border that they wanted you to work there more. They loved Pakistani actors, and they especially messaged me and saying to me that, can you tell them when they're gonna work in Indian films again? Because we've been a huge fan of them.
I don't know, whenever the two governments will be friends, which I doubt when they're going to be.
You have
So
worked with Siri Devi, you have worked in that film as well. How was your experience working with them?
amazing. What a lady she was, what an actor she was, what a person she was. What matters the most is the person behind the actor.
Yeah.
And she was an amazing person. And not only that, she gave the respect, but she gave such respect which I wasn't expecting. I mean, imagine a lady who's known to be the queen of Bollywood being so humble in greeting your neighboring actors. It was amazing.
So you work in Hollywood and Bollywood. What have you learned, from them? Like what things you think, oh, we should learn this from, for example, from Bollywood, or we should adapt these things because that's good. That's going to help us because they have more money, they have more knowledge, they have more experience, they have a global audience. Something you have learned good from them.
One, I learned they pay us better what we get paid.
Okay.
Second, what I've learned that, see, we try to copy Bollywood and Bollywood try to copy Hollywood.
Yeah.
But they both are amazing countries to work with. And Hollywood is much more professional in terms of time management than Indians. But Indians are as good as in time management, in productions and everything. The kind of work, the kind of hard work they put in their job. I think we need to learn how to be hardworking with managing the time as well. So that is what is very important. So if you start comparing, that is not right. Okay, hamari quality unki. So the kind of budgets they have.
Yeah, I'm not comparing a quality because I think we do produce.
I know, but a lot of people ask me, their quality. So you cannot compare an apple with an orange, of course.
No.
And we have produced some good movies.
Yeah.
We have, like, what do you think about Molajat? Wasn't that a great movie
I went
by
to watch
any
it,
standard in the world?
I went to watch it. It was in Sheffield and it was house full. and people were clapping. There were so many Asians there. They all loved it. So, I mean, it was in UK, and what do you expect if you made a good film?
Or the fields were shut when it was there.
No, to be honest, when I went there, it was just amazing. And I think what I'm saying is because we have talent now. It's the time, it's a digital world now, like how Indians are on OTT. We have Netflix, we have Amazon, we have Prime, Disney. So when we're going to see our dramas more for Netflix shows, you know, to come out from
So very soon we'll be seeing a Pakistani original content coming on Netflix, and Hum is producing that, where you'll be seeing Fawad Khan, Mahira, and a lot of other actors too. So I think the doors are opening for Pakistan as well. So Pakistan has shared a couple of dramas over there for Z5 films. You can watch series and dramas in Z5 channel. So things are doing well with Pakistan as well.
Do you think we're going to come out of the love stories and we're going to start making like, you know, how Netflix shows are, they run for seasons? Are we soon going to see Pakistan drama industry involving into those things as well?
Very soon, very soon. So the old days have come again. Jahan 13 episodes hoti thi, we are now doing series for 13 episodes.
Yeah.
We are making single episodes. We are making 3-episode dramas. Now the time is changing. Now we will go into season. There's a new channel which will be launching soon. It's known as Green. It has a different content, absolutely different content, and you will love them watching it on your screens as well very soon.
That's such a great news then. So are you going to be a part of any of those shows in Netflix? Are you a company, because you have got a production house as well?
I have a production house. I've been trying. I haven't been lucky, but I don't lose hopes. So let's see.
We have less than a minute now. So yes, we're going to just have less than a minute because it's going to turn off automatically because it's a recording. It lasts only. Soon I'm going to get in touch with you again. Thank you so much for giving your time.
God bless you. God bless you. Take care of yourself.